Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Northgard. We're going to be trying the Bear Clan today, because somebody recommended them in the comments of the last video and reminded me that I actually really like the Bear Clan. The Bear Clan is, I think, pretty resistant to attack. They're more resistant to attack than they are good at attacking, but the fact that you get the bear relatively early, or at least you can get the bear relatively early, somewhat alleviates your need for an early war chief for purposes of expansion. You still want your war chief by the time you're attacking people, because the bear can't enter enemy territory. But I think this will be an interesting difference here. So winter food and firewood penalties are reduced by 30%. Winter is less bad. In particular, this means that having people gathering food during the winter is a little bit less bad, so you don't have to worry so much about that. It's still less efficient than doing almost any other job, but... you can summon the Armored Bear at your training camp. It costs 75 food, at least if it's still... I'll be honest with you, I haven't played these guys since the week they came out, so I don't know. There might have been changes since then. And instead of having reduced power, you actually have 10% bonus resistance during the winter. So we want to fight during the winter when possible. At 200 fame, having Kaija the Armored Bear or Shield Maiden, which is our replacement for the War Chief, in an area increases production in that area by 15%. And at 500 fame, you get plus 3 fame anytime an enemy dies in the area with the Shield Maiden, and your military units get plus 1% power per 100 fame, which may explain how the bear guys were able to blow us out so very thoroughly in that skirmish over that territory in the toward the end of the last game. Yeah, let's get to it. So I'm not 100% sure that this is going to be a military victory. We're going to pay more attention to military stuff, but let's be flexible. You know, the map's going to show us some things. Let's be ready to take advantage of the things that it shows us. I'm not necessarily committed to a victory by violence. Alright. So if we are going to try to get aggressive with people early, though... I don't see any interesting tile signifiers at all. Yeah, if we are committed to getting violence on people early, though, we're going to be bottlenecked by our ability to upgrade our scout camp. So, we got to think about that in terms of money and food or money and wood and stone, the upgrade materials. We need 10 stone to upgrade the town hall, and then another 5 to upgrade this. We might actually... Oh, I guess, hold on. We should talk about our uniques. But what I was going to say is that we might actually want to go to Carpentry Mastery first. I don't know, maybe. Because it'll let us get the scout camp up earlier, and we don't need to get all of the stuff in our middle line quite as badly. Partially because we don't have access to sharp weapons or anything. So our uniques are Hibernation. Winter just heals everyone in the clan constantly. Sorry, everyone in the clan who's in our territory. This is pretty powerful, actually. And then Fisherman Huts can assign an extra fisherman and have increased production. That's pretty good. Plus 1 happiness per area with at least 1 military camp is awfully nice to get early. Really, when you're really scrounging for happiness. Shield bearers cost less and the resistance is increased, making shield bearers... You know, this whole clan has kind of a shields and armor theme. And like I said, Shield Mastery replaces sharp weapons, so we actually have less attack power than all the other clans, because all the other clans will have taken 15% attack power here. And then finally, during winter, food production loss is reduced by an additional 30%, and happiness is increased by 2. So this is pretty great. These are very powerful. These are less so, I think, but I might be undervaluing shield bearers. I don't know. I think we might want to go to Carpentry Mastery before trying to get aggressive on anybody here. We'll see. We'll see how things actually work out. But, like I was saying, if we want to be aggressive early, we got to think about stone, we got to think about wood, and we got to think about crowns. These are all of the things that are keeping us off of the early upgrades that will enable early aggression. So I like the fact that stone is in the same territory as a farm over here. As soon as we're done scouting this thing, we'll pull this scout back to make food. And our new citizen should be born right around that time, or at least in that neighborhood. So that'll get us positive on food. Yeah, plus 5 on food. So we'll be able to colonize this, and then we'll be able to build the farm, get even more positive on food. This clan doesn't have an explosive start mechanism like some of the other clans we've been playing. There's no thing that's going to cause a sudden influx of food or anything. So we're just going to have to wait and grind out our resources the old-fashioned way. Oh, I should flip this on. So this sucks that this only has room for 2 buildings in it, because it means we probably actually should just build our house here. I know this is not totally ideal, but I really want to have a farm and a mine in this place as quickly as possible. We're just not going to have a building in this tile that we can run people to turn them back to villagers. But I don't think it'll be a big deal because this tile is going to be sort of the corner of our empire. The far corner from anything interesting that's happening probably, so. It does mean we can't build our military structure here and have room for a dock in the early game, which sucks. I'm assuming this will be kobolds. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to, we're either going to have to build our military thing here and just not get a stone mine for a while until we can afford to develop this, which feels bad. Or we're going to have to not build our military structure until we can take this territory. I don't want to have to be reliant on an early develop. Money can get pretty tight, especially if we're trying to spend money on upgrades early. So yeah, I think we're just going to try to be... We're going to try to be cool. We're going to try not have a military building until we get out to here. Once we have the farm completed, the food should come in pretty quickly. Yeah, I think this should be okay. Okay, so we got some kobolds. That's pretty whatever. Not very exciting. We could go through them if we have to. There's only 4 of them right now, so we might actually be able to, if we get over there relatively quickly, we might be able to just kill them. Or we could try trading. This could be the game where we, like, actually try trading. The bad news is, I guess I shouldn't have explored this in the sense that it means that we're probably not going to find the map special tile first, because I explored my way into what is probably a dead end. Alright, as soon as we get to 50 wood, we'll build our training camp. And I guess I can pull somebody onto wood. We can have 2 people on wood now. The good news is, this has a fish on it. We're going to get a second farm pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, this start has potential, I think. We really need to clear out these wolves, though. And unfortunately, it's gonna be kind of a long time before we can do that. The armored bear costs 75 food. It's a pretty significant layout. The bear is great at fighting wolves, though. I just don't think... We're not going to be anywhere near the amount of food we need. And because this is 2 wolves and 3 wolves, we're going to need a pair of warriors to defeat these 2 wolves, plus this wolf, and then another pair of warriors to take these 3 out, just to stop them from spawning more guys constantly. Oh good, and there's a wolf spawner over here. Well, you know, this is a source of early stone at least, so that's something. Do I want to just push hard for... You know what, I think I do. I'm going to just push hard for the bear. I'm going to try to have the bear do a lot of our early wolf fighting. So we're going to need to make another house soon. We can do that here, and then also build a fisherman's hut. Those can be the buildings for this space. But I'm not going to pull anybody to build the house until after we get to 75 food. I don't know, this might be too early to go for the bear. I might be setting myself back by doing this. But we want to make this tile ours pretty soon. No, this is probably fine. Okay, so let's start by clearing this tile. We're pop capping a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I don't think. Okay, well we see another player already. So you can see the bear has less attack power, than a warrior, but tremendously more health and armor. And so, actually, probably the smart thing to do would be to have a citizen as a warrior running behind the bear fighting stuff. But I really want to gather food right now. I don't know that we won't clear this tile, I don't think, though. Alright, yeah, you have to tank. Yeah, okay, let's grab a villager. Make him into a warrior. I don't think we can clear this tile with just the bear at this much health. Okay, we're gonna need a source of money pretty soon. Although I think my plan is to build a dock. Hopefully not too long from now. I guess what I should probably have done here is waited until winter. Okay. Alright, bear, get over here. We probably don't need to... colonize this right now. Maybe I colonize this right now? Or actually, let's feast. Let's feast. We can use more resources. Because I want to make sure that we get this built for winter. Although I suppose the difference between a fisherman and a normal villager is actually even less with these guys than it is with the other clans. And it's not huge with the other clans. Okay, so there's no way down off of here, so we're trapped between the kobolds and the... what do you call it? We're trapped between the kobolds and red. It's not totally ideal. Actually, I'm going to have you stay right here, because I'm going to take this territory right now, and you're going to explore this during the winter. Let's get 2 people fishing, though, since we already built the hut. Okay. So this will bring in a bunch of money and lore. That'll get us to 2 lores. We need to assign another person to woodcutting. And honestly, we maybe need to get another woodcutter's camp up earlier than I ordinarily would, because this is actually pretty bad. Man, so many of the areas around our starting territory have only 2 building slots in them. Yeah, this really sucks. And if red takes this over, we're going to be in really bad shape. I guess I was thinking of that as red cutting us off from moving north, but actually there's nowhere to go. So actually this just sucks. It's just bad and crappy. Well, we're not building a lot of stuff, and we don't have anything to do. We're just sitting around. I do want to keep gathering food because I'd like to buy this as quickly as we can after the end of winter. Yeah, I think we spend this winter mostly sitting still. I don't really need to explore this. I think we pull the scout after this is done. Until the scouting camp is upgraded, there's no reason to have one right now. We could explore beyond the kobolds and maybe be the first people to find the map special tile, but I think the odds of that are pretty low, and there's no other value to exploring beyond the kobolds right now. So we actually should have quite a bit of food when we end the winter. Let's go ahead and get this started. Yeah, we'll have to build a ship soon. Or a dock, rather. So we'll go to Carpentry Mastery, then we'll start up the middle line. I'm not sure if this, like, sort of hybrid approach is... Okay. Wyvern's dead. So, no map special for us. So it goes, I suppose. It's not a big deal, but it does bum me out a little bit. So we're gonna need a... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's actually only have one miner. I still had all of my villagers selected. Yeah, I don't think there's any kind of victory type that we have access to here that doesn't involve killing red. Or at least fighting with red for territory. So that is what we will do. Alright, I think the next thing we're going to do is build a woodcutter's camp. We actually do need a second woodcutter's camp quite badly. We are not producing enough wood to meet the challenges of our starting position. So it would be 160 food to colonize that? It would be nice. It's a little bit of extra stone early, and the security would be really great. Man, this would be a great Wolf Clan start. There's so much easy food here. For real though, let's increase the rate of wood gain. So I want to build the farm before I build the dock, I think. And then we're actually doing really well on money. We might want to run a marketplace. Just to have enough money to have an ability to buy stuff. Although a trading post wouldn't necessarily be terrible either, and we can find out if the kobolds actually are cool as trading partners, if they do anything at all special. So we're going to need another house soon. We're going to need a brewery soon. We're going to need a healer hut. The healer's hut is probably next after the dock. Maybe the healer's hut is before the dock. Because we kind of need to be able to defend ourselves against these wolves. And right now, I'm not sure that the bear can even beat one wolf. I'd be a little nervous about a single wolf running in here. So probably the healer's hut is actually kind of an emergency issue. But we're going to need a ton of wood for upgrades. Upgrades are very wood expensive. So I think delaying things to get a second woodcutter's camp up was the right move. We'll build a healer's hut here as well. Okay, that'll keep us good on food for a little while. Then once we're... I mean, the next thing is maybe even a brewery before the dock. We're like out of building space already. We may have to use some of this pile of money that we have here to develop territory. Yeah, we should get a brewery first. And we are without question going to have to develop. Because we're going to have to build a house soon too. We're actually just out of building slots. Well, I want to make a house here. I think. This is the place where the house goes. So yeah, we'll build the brewery, then we'll develop, then we'll build a house, then we'll make our dock. We actually don't have a villager. Here, one of you guys stop making wood. Alright. We have the stone necessary to do the upgrades, but I'm going to get carpentry mastery first. We're actually going to remember this time. Alright, well he's healthy enough. I think the bear's... I think I read a female pronoun somewhere. I'm actually not sure of that now. But the bear should be healthy enough to fight this Draugr by herself anyway, and then between the healing and the slow gathering of food in the background, hopefully we'll be able to clear this wolf cave soonish. Yeah, we should be extremely good here. This will give us a little bit of fame too, which will be helpful, because as soon as we hit 200 fame, we gain bonus production in the area where the bear is, and we can definitely put that to good use. I do kind of wish there was a way to get people in an area to not run to defend the area. Like, it would really be better for us if these guys would just focus. Okay. Because the bear had that under control. There was no danger. Alright, yeah, wow, we really need that dock now. We're actually starting to bleed money. Yellow has become Thane already, and I feel like our start is definitely slow. How long are we off of the next villager? Actually, it's quite a long way. Maybe we could pull the miner for right now. We have enough stone for a couple of good upgrades. We have enough stone to get the scout upgrade, which will let us push into Red's territory during the winter, and then hopefully have some kind of plan for defeating them shortly thereafter. So we have population cap, we have 2 happiness. I'm wondering if it's worth it to assign this villager to the brewery instead of trying to put people in the boat, just to get the faster rate of villagers joining us so that we can then assign them to the boat. I think probably it is. And during the winter we can try to deal with this wolf problem. We'll be smart about it and actually take advantage of our clan bonuses here. Okay. So we're positive on everything for right now. We could definitely use more wood income, but I don't want to mess with our food income too much. We'll get at least one more villager before winter. Or probably exactly one more villager before winter. And yeah, I'm going to pull this guy to be a woodcutter. I guess maybe we could destroy the woodcutter camp here to make room for a building. We probably shouldn't. If I destroy that, I'm going to miss it. Alright, so as soon as we get to 80 wood, I could pop this, but maybe we want to stockpile wood a little bit? No, I probably want the population growth speed. Our healer's almost done healing. Okay. So do I want to grab a single person and have them become a warrior during the winter? And we can pursue the bear into here. I guess it's going to depend on how bad our food deficit is, because we actually have to be up food before it's a good idea for us to clear this out. Before it's not a waste for us to clear this out. Well, we actually still are positive. Yeah, okay. We'll progress toward 160 food here. As we approach, we'll pull a villager to serve as a warrior. And then we'll, 5 wolves Maybe we should pull 2 warriors? We need 45 money for that, because the second one costs 25. But if we pull 2 villagers, we'll be negative on food, so we'd have to be north of 160 by a fair amount. Pulled the miner already. Don't want to pull the brewers. Yeah, it would have to be 2 villagers. We certainly can't afford to lose woodcutters. So actually, this is, like, very inconvenient. We have no spare people. Fighting stuff during the winter is one thing. Actually, expanding during the winter is still pretty tough. We could pull the sailors. Actually, yeah, stop raiding. Stop raiding. That's what we'll do. We'll pull the sailors. We'll make them warriors. I had 2 people selected, didn't I? Weird. Okay. I'm sure that we are up to this task. I think we probably don't actually want to clear the wolves in the next tile over. Because I don't want to make it easier for red to get it. Okay. Okay, and another wolf spawns while we're fighting. Okay. A little more building space, some free stuff. Oh, that's right. We want the bear to be in a place where we're producing stuff. Okay, you guys are done. Like I said, I don't think we want to clear this. So let's start getting middle line, and after the winter, we will be ready to move out and do some damage to red, hopefully. This is a little slow, so we're going into summer of 802. So we can keep track of our progress here a little bit using the in-game calendar. Figure out how well we're doing. I don't really need food production right now. Let's get back on the ship. I kind of wish that you could send people to the ship and just hit the start raid button and the raid would leave as soon as the ship was full of all the people who had been ordered to it, instead of leaving immediately and just making you look like an idiot. Alright, so once we have 200 food, we definitely want to take this. We'll clear it, take it, and then use it as a beachhead to attack red. We're waiting on money here. Maybe we do need a trading post. Trade with the kobolds, see if there's anything to come out of it. It's better to trade with a neutral when you can, because obviously the AI factions will break their trade with you all the time, just to be jerks. You've seen that. Don't think I want to pull anybody off of food for now. I kind of think we want to just keep on doing what we're doing here. Want to keep gaining wood because we need it for upgrading. I guess we should set up our trading camp, because we are I think going to want one. God, there are so few building slots in our territory as a whole. We need to finish this quarry up. We need to finish mining out the stone here so that we can blow up the quarry and build a second dock. But we'll run trade routes with the kobolds. We can trade them food probably after we take this. We're not going to need a huge amount of food. Oh no! This is my territory. Leave it. You know, we're going to fight this guy. We should fight him while one of his units is distracted. Actually, let's kill the other warrior, because it's low on health. I think we should win this fight. Can I get... you know what? I think we're fine. We don't need the help. Calling Colonize quickly, colonize quickly. Then we're going to immediately need a tower. Well, that feels a little dirty, but we got there. Please, please speed heal the bear. Alright, remarkably, that does not seem to have soured our relations with Red. Actually, we wouldn't know, because we can't see their, level with us. Alright, so we need this. I'm going to grab a woodcutter and make them the scout, because I don't think we can afford to drop a villager right now. Alright, let's go explore their territory. Let's figure this stuff out. So we're going to need to build an axe cutter camp, probably in this area. If we go for a third woodcutter camp soon, this is where it will be as well. We need to start a trade route. Wood, I guess. Wood with the kobolds, -6 wood. Let's do it, because we need the money, but... you probably have to become a woodcutter. And then this next villager will put us back up to okay on food. And we need to, the next thing we need to upgrade is a food building. Actually, this'll help. This person was not producing anything. Okay, and Red started trading food to me. That's good. That's gonna end, but we can take advantage of it for right now. Oh man, a blizzard. That's not ideal. I'll say this, though. They're gonna have a hard time taking this territory. So what gets the next upgrade? Is it a farm or the fisherman's hut? It's probably a farm, right? The value of a farm being upgraded during the non-winter parts of the year outweighs the value of the fisherman's hut, I think. We also are super unhappy. He's got a blessing already. Okay, so he's a full lore ahead of us. After we complete this, we'll still be 1 lore off of that. Alright, we can get a point of happiness from building a military camp. We can get a point of happiness from expanding. We get a point of happiness from upgrading our brewery. Let's see their war chief running around in the darkness there. Okay. So we need more wood. Honestly, food is a real struggle. Once we have people healed up... yeah, we actually... I'm going to pull one of the healers now. Because we really need to generate more food. In fact, we for sure have to upgrade this farm. And I need to pull the bear back to here so that we're getting the food production bonus. Because we have to stockpile a lot of resources for this winter. This winter's not going to be a good time to attack, unfortunately, because we're going to need to pay attention to our resource rates and stuff. That actually really sucks. This is a bad, bad time for a blizzard for us. We can do the 150 food feast to help build up our stockpiles of wood. I don't know. I feel like I'm just behind this game. Okay. Good news is we're close to Red's home territory. The bad news is upgraded towers everywhere. Actually, Scout, you're done. You're good. Please come back. So we are going to need a war chief to actually make war. But I don't know that I want to spend any wood at all before winter. From this point forward, I think we gotta kind of hold off. Who's doing stuff that's not totally vital? Maybe this scout should come back and actually get us the wood necessary to upgrade another... what do you call it? Or get us the stone necessary to upgrade another building. We could upgrade the fisherman's hut. That'll help a little bit during the winter. That might be worth the food. Alright, we're definitely going to feast here. We're pretty close to winter, but our food income rate during the feast is going to be so good that I think it's worth doing. This is just going to be hard. We're going to have to get upgrades on our military buildings, probably, because we can't rely on double attack power against towers carrying us through. Real bad time for a blizzard. Like, we just can't afford to pull people to make military units. We can't probably afford to pull resources to build the Axe Throwers camp, like... Oh no, that's right. You're doing something important. Sorry. I forgot. This guy is producing 5 food by standing here. Once we have the iron and we have a shield maiden, we'll be able to do that in 2 different territories. I'm not sure if it will work. I'm not sure if we can have them both in the same territory. But that will also help with resource issues. Alright, so we're about to be able to pull our healer. Okay. And really all villagers should be gathering in this territory, so we can take advantage of the bear bonus. Okay. So we're -1 wood, and I don't have any place... I can't increase my wood income right now. I mean, I could upgrade the Woodcutter's Lodge. That's not even that expensive. Let's do that, and then we'll pull the... Yeah, we'll pull this guy to woodcut. That'll help a little bit. That was good. Having that guy gather enough stone to be able to upgrade the Woodcutter's Lodge, I think was useful. This is going to be harsh, though. Let's see how bad it is. We might... we're probably okay, right? We might be okay. -19. I think we better not move the bear. I was going to say, if we're okay without the bear here, this would be an okay time to go clear this. You know, make use of the winter resistance buff. But I think -19 is high enough that we should probably not move the bear. Alright, we're coming up to the population cap here, both happiness-wise and actual population cap-wise. And I mean, I imagine we're getting outpaced on... Actually, we're doing quite well on trade. And I imagine we're getting outpaced in most things. We've been slow this game. We need to get a military that's capable of killing red. It's like really vitally important. So after the winter... Ooh, we're going to run out of wood pretty soon. Oh. Stop the trade route. There we go. That'll solve it. We should actually be totally fine on wood now. Yeah, after the winter, we're going to build an axe cutter's camp here. We'll probably also build a house here. And then, you know, we can build the mine and the woodcutter's camp later. We're going to have to develop the area. But I'm thinking I want to build a house here because I want there to be... Oh, this is a good time for happiness. I guess, actually, maybe that should have been stone, shouldn't it? Well, no, now we don't have to worry about building another brewery or upgrading our existing brewery. Okay, we're going to just about run out of resources here. Awesome. Things just barely didn't run out. Alright, so I think we want to trade food with the kobolds right now. We need all of our wood. Man. Yeah, this is actually, this is going alright. So So I want to build our next house here because I want there to be a good excuse for us to have a bunch of people sitting around here to play defense. Then we want to build an axe throwers camp here so that we have access to our better military units. I'm going to keep the bear standing right here for the moment. We're making okay money. Okay. So we need more stone. We're going to keep needing upgrades. So we'll mine out this stone, then we'll start mining this stone. So we gotta upgrade our military buildings, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna get legendary heroes. We're gonna need the shield maiden, so I actually have to... Yeah, I have to build the mine pretty soon. In fact, let's go ahead and do it now. And if we move the bear, I think we'll actually go to negative food. So I might not want to do that just yet. This is another 35 stone over here. Actually, maybe... I was going to say maybe we want to take over this stone just so we can have more people near the front. But actually... but there's no way we can afford to take this over. What am I thinking? Okay, why don't you guys get me to 5 stone real fast, or 5 iron rather. Okay, once we have upgraded attack buildings, I think my plan is going to be to attack during this coming winter. They might have fur coats, but they might not, and we'll have a resistance buff in either case. So we got to build up resources to be able to fight during the winter. So if this person become a miner immediately, and then this one will just move over and join them when the space is available, or when the stone here runs out. And you guys could just keep pulling iron. Let's grab our shield maiden. Alright, so let's see. If I run the shield maiden in here, does our food go up again? No. Okay, we can only have the buff once per area. Actually, maybe we don't reveal that we have a shield maiden. We can run the bear up here. I know they can see this tile. We saw them explore it. Oh, that's right. I don't have any food production here. None of these guys are villagers. I guess we're pretty far off. Oops. I gotta remember. E is not my select war chief key right now. Okay, so that gives us the building space necessary to build our dock, but I don't know that we can really afford to. Or rather, we can't afford to pull the people to put on the dock. Alright, so that gets us back to 0 on happiness. Yeah, and we have to start doing these kinds of upgrades if we're going to have any hope of taking down improved towers and an army that is potentially the same size as ours, right? I guess this is a pretty important upgrade, though. Then we do want to put down our shield bearer camp here, probably. And that'll give us another happiness, remember, from Protector of the Land. Okay, we're going to need quite a lot of money yet to be able to actually put these people into the military gear. We're also going to need a lot of money because it would be a really good idea for us to build a silo. You know what, maybe we should just build the silo here. I was going to say we could develop this area and put up a silo, but let's just build the silo over here. It'll help protect our food. Oh, what's up? We got bad guys? Oh, it's a wolf. Never mind. Never mind. False alarm. It was a wolf. So you can see our shield maiden has pretty low attack power, but much like the bear, she's fairly tough. So we do have the warband, or the shield bearer buff. So we may as well upgrade the shield bearer camp next. And I won't make any warriors. We'll just make shield bearers and axe throwers will be the plan. It says they cost fewer crowns. Yeah, well, it says less, but it should say fewer. But it doesn't say how many. Okay, so it makes them the same price as warriors. Okay, that's pretty significant. So... oh, good job, guys. Oh, they mined that out quickly. Alright, yeah, the plan is going to be to attack during this winter, I guess. So my warband size is 8. Let's get our shield maiden all buff and ready. We need to be making more money. Oh, we have good relations with kobolds. Great. I hope that will yield something eventually. Right, because in order to turn people, we're going to need 20, then 25, then 30, right, for the shield bearers. I'm assuming these go up by 5 with each person who joins the warband. So it's actually going to be really expensive. Oh, we're also going to need healers for in a second here when the disease hits. I really do just need more money, though. Okay, let's make a marketplace, maybe. We can have some merchants work here, and then when we get to because we're going to have a bunch of crown income, when we get to a place where we're not so pressed for money, we can start spending our money on other stuff, on buying resources out. Well, I guess I can just reassign you in a second here. We healed up the one person who was slightly injured. It's going to be a little tough. We're going to have to pull woodcutters mostly, I think. We actually have a lot of money now, though. Alright, we're immediately sick. So we can't really go anywhere until we have healing done. Because I don't want to shoot. We're gonna need to pull woodcutters onto food, actually, aren't we? So we can afford to be minus wood. We can afford to be quite a bit minus wood. We're going to have to pull some of these people from crown generating activities back to food. Probably both the merchants, huh? We're trading food. Okay, that has to stop. We could probably trade wood, though, honestly. Are we cool on the diseases yet? No, 2 people are diseased. One of them's going to die. I wish you could tell the healers to heal one person each. But if we start healing this guy's just going to expire while we're healing him, so I don't think there's any point in doing that. Well, better houses. Okay, that can happen. It's 40 money. Hold on a second. Let's wait until the healing's done. We'll pull the healers to serve as soldiers, and then we'll also see who else we can spare. Okay, so you guys become shield bearers. We can pull one more woodcutter. We could definitely... You'd definitely get by. We could pull the other woodcutter. We could pull the sailors. We can't really... we could pull a brewer, perhaps. I guess this is the downside of trying to start shit during the winter. I'm gonna pull the other woodcutter. Okay, so we have 4 people in our warband. That's not enough. Okay, somebody's coming. We had 5. I'd really like to go higher. We don't have any merchants. We're already too unhappy. I actually should really... I should cut. We should go back to being happy. Waited too long. Well, the good news is we can now pull all kinds of villagers. Not all kinds of villagers, sorry. We can pull one more villager. Because we cannot afford to have any more people than that. Okay. I have to pull everybody but the bear, which is kind of awkward. Shield bearers go, everybody go. Kill all the farmers and stuff. See if we can run the shield bearer out. Just need to break. Yeah, okay. They might start shooting at him again. That's possible. I can't afford the money for an upgrade. It looks like we're actually going to get this, though. Alright. Good. Do we have the food to colonize it? It would be 250. We actually will in a second here. We can make a lot of progress. Oh my god, it takes forever to colonize stuff when you are not, when you're not the Wolf Clan. Or forever to decolonize stuff. Nah, that's not great. He's just focusing on our injured people. Run. Okay. Their war chief is down. I think they probably are screwed. That was really bad for them. I don't think they have much of a standing military. We can't move into a territory that's beyond an unfriendly territory, so... If you're wondering why I'm not, that's why. We gotta pull a couple of people. I'm not going to worry too much about trying to colonize this, actually. We will decolonize this. We'll kill a bunch of these guys, and then we'll back up for healing. You know what? We're bringing in food at such a rate that this actually is not totally out of the question. We desperately need another shield bearer, though. It's going to be 40... the amount of money we have. Oh, that's right. The bear can be here now. That's actually very helpful as far as holding it goes. Let's have the bear be out front. Let's pull some people for healing. Okay. I need one more brave villager to become a shield bearer. Oh, let's get that guy. Alright, get back. That was good. Winter Festival will be nice to have. So we just have to go, though, right? Like, I don't... The longer we wait, the less likely this is to work. We got a little bit of healing. We got a touch-up. But if they are able to field a new war chief, it's going to be a problem for us. Oh, No, I pulled back early. Okay. I think we got him. Honestly. I think this is going to be very tough for them to recover from. Let's grab another... axe thrower is too expensive. Shield bearer. You guys go back to doing other stuff for a moment. I kind of think they have to be out of people, basically, right? Or they would have put forward some more defense. All right, let's pay attention to our fame. So we're at 490 right now. I'm not sure if you... I should have been paying attention to this. I'm not sure if you get fame when you bring down somebody else's buildings or somebody else's territories, or if it's just that you get fame when you eliminate another player. But we definitely got fame for eliminating other players. Get him. Oh, what a time for them to form another war chief. Actually, we're fine. Turns out Shield Maiden's real tough. Come on, decolonize faster. This will be nice. We've got a free farm. Wow, we went to 620. That was 130 fame we just got there. Okay, let's... Yeah, I pulled a couple of our villagers. This is an upgraded farm? Oh, man, that's lovely. I'm under attack. Okay. Oh, wolves. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. I forgot about wolves. Alright, so we got these are the buildings that caught on fire due to the tremor. I was totally not paying enough attention to even notice. We need way more wood. So I'm gonna let... this is just... Let's destroy that. Because I'm not gonna fix it. Okay. Okay, pretty good. Let's have the bear fall back to here. I'm actually going to just clear up these wolves real fast. We'll feast in a second here when we get to the feast. And then we'll figure out what to do from there. We probably need to reinstitute scouting. Getting to take a completed... an upgraded farm, rather, is pretty fantastic. Alright, I don't have to worry about this nonsense anymore. Okay. So I'm going to have the bear come back to here. And we have a bunch of stone and stuff. You know, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what I want to upgrade. Currently trading wood with the kobolds, that's fine. We probably want to make some money and put up a dock here. So let's grab, actually... Oh, that's right, this is too many people. I'm trying to think. No, I could have just right-clicked there. I'm doing other stuff in my head already, trying to figure out what our next step is, sorry. We do just want one person to be upgraded to a scout, and we gotta scout the other players a little bit. Okay, we actually might want to pull somebody for healing. Let's make sure that... Go up to 2 healers. Let's get the healing done quickly. Alright, so we're generating bonus food from our shield maiden here. We're generating bonus food from our bear here. We'll have enough money to do the development soon. This is actually probably worth doing. I should have done that earlier. But we'll get... Oh no! Our buddies the kobolds! Do I want to actually try to interfere with this? I don't think so. Let's have our scout come over here. I think we probably ought to take this. I was using those kobolds, I'll have you know. Alright, the next house we build should be over here. So, Wolf Clan. It would be cool if we could kill this guy now while he's weak, but I don't think we have the military power to do so. The only unit we can have run in here is a shield maiden. I don't think she can fight all these dudes. Okay, we're being eagerly scouted. We could certainly use the large amount of building spots that we see available here, but... So we have 2 more building slots here. We have another source of iron. We have run ourselves all the way out of iron. We should meet Blue and figure out if Blue is Ravens. But I want to figure out where Yellow's home territory is first. One of you can become a woodcutter. It's a little bit not ideal now that our military structures are so extremely far away from the front of our new war, but I guess this is how it's gonna be. Okay. I guess we'll just keep traveling down the coast with our scout. We know that their start is coastal, obviously. We also have a good idea now of what it takes to actually clear out a tower. I'll tell you what, Winter Festival has actually probably been pretty great for us already. This is the next thing we need, and I guess we'll just advance down this line. We could pick up Feeling Safe. That's actually a pretty good source of happiness. We should not ignore that. Alright, let's build a house here so that we have an easy way of turning people back in villagers on this end of the empire, because there's actually a couple spaces without one now. This wouldn't have been a bad place to do it. So I don't know. I don't know what we want to do now. We're leading on trade. We're keeping up on fame. We're actually getting blown out on lore. We might want to do something about that. I know we're closer to finding Yellow's home territory, but maybe we want to turn on Blue first. Maybe we want to establish trade with Yellow. Let's do that. Let's trade food with Yellow. Man, I have no idea where their home territory is. Oh, a scout just ran out from this direction. That might be indicative, because their scouting camp, I'm sure, is in their home region, right? It has to be. It literally has to be. I guess they could have built their scouting camp and then burned it down and then built another one somewhere else. So I suppose it doesn't actually have to be, but it's likely to be in any case. Wild villagers. It's so weird that villagers sometimes survive the death of their empire. I'm going to put up a tower here, I think. Just, I don't want to have to spend a lot of time watching this place. At some point, somebody else is going to run up to it, and we'll want to be able to defend. How am I doing on territory? I'm at 9 of 12. We could still go for that fame victory, actually, especially once we get this developed and we get the dock. Speaking of which, this is a good time to do that. Yeah, that actually might be the move. This is going to be Draugr. This will be pretty much built. This region has a tower and no people in it, so nobody will die. This region has our Shield Maiden, and it will have a tower by the time the Draugr spawn, so yeah, we're fine. We don't have to move anybody. Stop raiding. Let's upgrade this. Get you out there. We have a ton of resources, actually. We could go for that fame victory. Honestly, I think the next thing we should build probably is another lumber camp, though. We're getting to a point where 2 lumber camps is insufficient. Let's go ahead and feast. Maybe we do want to start pulling fame, though. Wait, let's get these Draugr dealt with, and then you know what? I hate to do this, but I think I'm actually going to have to call it for right now. Mid-game is not ideal. I apologize for that, but... Okay, our scout died. That's a bummer. But I don't think I have the time to finish playing this game right now, unfortunately. That's true, we can just send the Shield Maiden out hunting and killing people. Okay, we did find Yellow's home territory before our scout died. That's good. Yeah, I didn't think about it. We should have the Shield Maiden kill these guys. Okay, well, I think I do have to stop. I'm sorry. So, cliffhanger. Come back next time, tomorrow, and see if we can, in fact, pull this off. I think the path to Yellow's territory is not so long, but we might have to wait for an opening on that one. Blue might prove a softer target. We'll see. So come back next time to see if we can indeed pull off a military, or probably fame is our other shot, victory. And we'll see you then.